The Witches and the Ogre. Once upon a time, deep within the enchanted forests of Silvermire, there lived a coven of witches, wise, powerful, and feared by many. The leader of the coven, a kind-hearted witch named Esmerelle, believed in using magic for good, healing the land, and protecting the forest's creatures. She lived alongside two younger witches, Zara and Lyria, both still learning the ways of magic. Not far from the witch's cottage stood a dark, twisted mountain known as Grimfang Peak. There, an ogre named Gorath ruled. He was a terrifying creature, as tall as the trees and as strong as a bear. Gorath had long lived in isolation, nursing a bitter grudge against all who dared enter his domain. For generations he had stolen livestock from nearby villages and caused fear to fester in the hearts of the townsfolk. But Gorath wasn't always cruel. Long ago, he had been cursed by a wicked sorcerer who envied the ogre's kind nature and strength. The curse turned Gorath's heart to stone, and over time, his kindness had withered away, replaced by anger and bitterness. Though the villagers knew only of his cruelty, deep down, Gorath longed to be free of the dark magic. One autumn night, when the moon was full and the forest shimmered with silver light, Zara and Lyria ventured into the woods in search of rare herbs. They did not know that they were nearing Grimfang Peak until the ground trembled beneath their feet, and a deep growl echoed through the trees. It was Gorath. "Who dares trespass in my forest?" the ogre bellowed, his voice rumbling like thunder. Zara and Lyria stood frozen in fear as Gorath emerged from the shadows, his eyes glowing red with fury. "We mean no harm, mighty Gorath," Zara said, her voice trembling. "We are witches, searching only for herbs. We will leave your domain at once." But Gorath's heart was too hard to listen. "Witches, you are all the same, spinning webs of deceit and curses. I shall have no mercy on you." He raised his giant club, ready to strike. Just then, a blinding flash of light erupted from the trees, and Esmerelle appeared, standing between her apprentices and the raging ogre. "Stop, Gorath!" she cried. "I know of the curse that burdens you. I know you were once a creature of kindness and peace. Let me help you break this dark magic." For a moment, Gorath hesitated, the mention of his lost kindness stirring something deep within him. But the curse had long hardened his heart, and with a snarl, he swung his club at Esmerelle. She raised her staff, casting a protective shield around the witches. "If you will not listen to reason," Esmerelle said, her voice steady, "then I will show you the truth." With a wave of her hand, she summoned an ancient spell, one that could reveal the past. A shimmering mist surrounded Gorath, and images began to swirl before his eyes. He saw himself, long ago, before the curse, laughing, helping villagers, and protecting the forest. The vision showed him the sorcerer who cursed him, twisting his heart and turning him into the monster he had become. Gorath's fury began to wane as the truth of his past unfolded before him. He fell to his knees, his giant hands trembling. I was not always this way," he muttered. "Can I truly be free?" Esmerelle knelt beside him, her eyes full of compassion. "The curse can be broken, but it will not be easy. You must find the courage to let go of your anger and forgive those who wronged you." Tears, for the first time in centuries, welled in Gorath's eyes. "I will do whatever it takes." The witches worked through the night, performing a powerful ritual that required Gorath's own willingness to change. As the dawn broke, a golden light enveloped the ogre, lifting the dark magic from his heart. His red eyes softened, and his towering form shrank slightly. He was still an ogre, but no longer the fearsome creature of legend. His heart was free, filled once again with the kindness he had long forgotten. From that day on, Gorath became the guardian of the forest, protecting both the witches and the villagers. The townsfolk, once fearful of him, came to know him as their friend. The witches, especially Esmerelle, visited him often, sharing stories and spells by the fire. As for Esmerelle, Zara and Lyria, they continued their work, healing the land and its creatures, but now they had a powerful ally, a reformed ogre who had learned that even the darkest curse could be broken by the light of forgiveness. And so, peace returned to Silvermire, where witches, villagers, and even ogres lived together in harmony,